द हरप्रीत सिंह शो के अज के इस एपीसोड में आप सब का करता हाँ हार्दिक स्वागत। थोड़ा मेरा साथ होंगे मंडे टू थर्सडे रात को 10 तो लैके 11 बजे तक, मंडे टू फ्राइडे सवेरे 8 तो लैके 9 बजे तक, और सैटरडे में 2 बारी सांझ पाई जाती है, दोपहर में 2 तो लैके 3 बजे तक, और रात 9 तो लैके 10 बजे तक। अज के सैगमेंट में थोड़ी मुलाकात करवाने जा रहे हैं स्टैफनी कार्डवेल नाल, जिहड़े कि कम्यूनीकेशन कोआर्डीनेटर हैं क्राइसिस सेंटर के। की होंदा है कि कभी जो बंदा कभी डिप्रैशन में होवे, कोई सुसाइडल टेंडेंसीज होन या कोई परेशानी में होवे, तो उस वास्ते एक सुविधा प्रोवाइड कर दी है क्राइसिस सेंटर, जिथे तुसी फोन करके इन्हां कोलों सहायता लै सकते हो। आओ अज गलबात करते हैं कि रब ना करे कभी किसी को ऐसा कोई मौका आवे, लेकिन जेकर कोई समस्या आवे, कोई लोड़ पवे, तो किवें क्राइसिस सेंटर मदद कर सकता है। Let's welcome Stephanie Cardwell. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about this crisis center, what it is, basically what kind of help and assistance does it provide?
Right. Well, the Crisis Center has been around since 1969, and they offer services that are helping people help others in distress,
Right.
and people who are in distress themselves deal with a number of issues that are that they are facing. We have a 1-800 suicide line, which connects to 385 volunteers who work at the Crisis Center on an annual basis. So we're actually impacting over 93,000 lives each year with our services. We also have a distress services line,
Right.
which is available, and it's regional, and it's pretty amazing work we do. I'm very proud of it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Now you said suicidal tendencies when people have, so people, you tell them to give you a call, and then what happens? Like somebody's in distress and somebody calls. So what happens after that?
Well, when somebody calls, there's obviously a volunteer at the end of the line at all times who will be answering the phone and dealing with the person in distress. And we use a model of empathy at the Crisis Center, and we try to just listen and to be supportive and to really be there for them in a very helpful and meaningful way. And we find that that's the best way to go about it. And a lot of people are just very, very happy about the work we do, and they actually have responded back to us, and they'll call us back and thank us for being there. So it's a great organization.
Now you said there are so many volunteers who work in this organization. Basically, what kind of training is given to those volunteers, and what is their background? Because when a person is in distress and when somebody calls, from the other side one has to be empathetic, as you said, but along with that you have to tackle that person also in a very, very reasonable way. So how does that happen? What is the background of the volunteers?
Well, it's interesting you say that. We have a number of different volunteers from different backgrounds, and a lot of them are psychology majors. We have volunteers that become police officers. We have a number of different volunteers who actually help out in the mental health sector. So people are actually taking our volunteer training to actually help them in their careers, and it's something that they actually pay for. So it's also a three-month time span where these people are actually put into the training, and they come out as just these amazing empathetic individuals who can really do an impact on a lot of people's lives. So it's a really great place to be.
So Stephanie, seeing your statistics, it points out that every year the number of people who are calling these distress calls is increasing.
Yes.
Now you are looking into just BC, and over here, for example, a person in the lower mainland faces some problem and he calls you on that particular number. So first of all, how are you trying to spread this message? How do the people know that they have to call you, and is it open 24 hours or there are some limited periods during which people can call?
I'm glad you actually mentioned that. It is open 24/7. We're available. It's non-judgmental, confidential support that we offer. And we have marketing plans in place where we have our youthinbc.com website, which is available, and we actually market towards seniors, and we market towards older adults in crisis. And so we have also our community education side of things, where we have our program directors who are out there in the communities, out there in the schools, all over BC, and they're definitely there to represent us and the crisis center, and that our services are available. So we try to do all angles as far as getting the message out.
You talked about youthinbc.com. This is a website which is a platform. And over here, I'm just reading that you can chat also over there.
Right.
So how about the youth? Because what we are finding today, quite a lot number of youth are frustrated and they want some kind of assistance by which they can talk to someone. So is this line separate just for the youth? If they have any major issues, they need to call, or anyone can call?
Well, the online chat is available 13 hours during the day.
Right.
So it is available for youth specifically, and it's an online chat service. So
Okay.
youth can actually access it through their mobile devices or online, and basically they can just log in to youthinbc.com, and there will be a volunteer who will be on the other end of the chat to respond back to them.
Okay.
Also, if they do want to talk to somebody in person, they can call our 24/7 distress line.
Okay.
So we have both available for them at any time of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, what type of services are provided in these distress phone services? Like I am reading over here what you talk about, different topics like relationships, your mental health issues, suicidal tendencies, and a lot other issues are discussed. So basically, what kind of, what I mean to say is that when somebody calls, so you are providing them just knowledge or just talking to them about that
Right.
issue?
Well, it's a good point you make there. We actually handle them on a personal level.
Okay.
Each case is very different, but of course, some people do talk about issues that they're facing
Right.
at home, family issues. What we do is we lend an empathetic ear. We listen to them. We reflect back on what they're feeling, and we actually coach them through their experience on the phone, and we try to come to a point where they can just get over that threshold, just get over that experience, that initial feeling of being suicidal or being in distress, and they can move on with their day at least. So we want to just kind of get them over that,
Okay.
that hump, I would say.
And
Yeah.
because the demographics are changing, so people, is this service available only in English, or other languages are also
It's
available?
other languages, actually. We have our own translation line that's available.
Okay.
And we definitely like to emphasize that any culture from any background can call us, and we will be there to support them.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, for example, the issues of domestic violence, issues of suicidal tendencies, what you talked. So if someone calls and you are just talking to them and you feel that you're not being able to satisfy that person, or the kind of service he or she is demanding is not available, so then what happens? Do you refer them to some other agencies in whom with tandem you work, or you just tell them, no, we cannot help you?
We actually have a number of resources available, and the volunteers are highly trained
Okay.
on what resources are best suit the needs of the different callers.
Right.
So we like to help them out as far as getting the resources, referring them to different areas that are regional, and we have our book that we call it our 911 book,
Right.
that is available, and it's available for them, and they can have a number of resources sent to them.
And these are free of cost. All services are free
yes,
of cost.
Yes.
Okay, and towards the end, if you could let us know the website or any telephone number where people can approach in case of any difficulty.
Right. We have our 872-1234, which is our distress line,
Okay.
available, and 1-800-SUICIDE, which is also available. And people can call us anytime, 24/7, and somebody will be there to listen.
So Stephanie, towards the end, if you could give us your website and any telephone numbers in case of distress if people want to call, because as you mentioned about the different services being given by your organization. So is it just one number line only, or there are different categories whereby seniors can call at a particular number or the youth can call at a particular number?
Right. There's actually 3 numbers
Okay.
that people can call, and I'll give you the numbers. It's the Crisis Center number, which is 872-3311. The seniors number, which is 872-1234 for seniors in distress,
Okay.
and 1-800-SUICIDE.
Right. Any website also?
And youthinbc.com is our
Okay.
website, and www.crisiscenter.com is our general website where they can go and find resources and information.
Great. Stephanie, thank you very much for your time, and
Thank
best
you.
wishes for the good services which you are providing to the community. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਟੈਫਨੀ ਕਾਰਡਵਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਆਰਡੀਨੇਟਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਐਸੇ ਉਪਰਾਲੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਿਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ, ਕੋਈ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਸੁਸਾਈਡਲ ਟੈਂਡੈਂਸੀਜ਼ ਨੇ, ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਡੋਮੈਸਟਿਕ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਪਈ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੰਬਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, ਅਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਐਸੀ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਆਏ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਹੱਲ ਲੱਭ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ।